All right, on the front row, the Battle of the Buzz, $5,000 to win. On the front row, John Campbell in the 15 outside, the 3H. Jason Henson, row 2, the 22M, Mallory Wasserman, and the 28 of Anthony Smith. Row 3, Carson Jones in the 02, and Kason Graham also in the 02. Row 4 is the 0 of Dwayne Dry and the 5D of Joshua Deason. Row 5, Cody Swaggart in the 41S and Austin Gamble in the 7. Row 6, Tavin Myrick in the 24, Jonathan Bowen in the 28J. Row 7, Josh Thurman in the 6, Handis Holtzkamper in the 5H. And the 20F, Ricky Foster and Joshua Stedman in the 98. And here we go. We are under green. Campbell going to try to lead him around on the opening circuit, and he does. Followed by Henson in the 3H. Caution is out. One lap into the books. 29 laps to go. Who's going to take home that $5,000 paycheck? Resetting the field, Campbell up front, then Henson, Smith, Wasserman, Graham, Deason, Gamble, Jones, Dry, Swaggart, Holtzkamper, Bowen, Stedman, Foster. Looks like they're having to change a tire there on the 24 of Travin Myrick coming back out onto the racetrack. They're going to rejoin the field here. The Tuner main event, the Battle of the Buzz, the 3rd annual Battle of the Buzz. All right, race fans, caution light has been turned down. Our tuner drivers are going to be looking for the green. You think some of these drivers already got that 5,000 spent? We're going to see here in 29 more laps who's going to be the winner here of the Battle of the Buzz. Here we go. Henson in the 3H looking to the outside, going into turn 1, trying to get a run off turn 2, coming down the back chute, pulls up almost even with Campbell. Coming off turn 4, we might have a new leader this time around. We do. Hits it up in front. Campbell back to second. Anthony Smith in the 28 now, coming on strong in that good-looking little red and white number 28. He's looking to the outside of Campbell now for that second spot. Here comes Smith to the inside in turn 3. Campbell trying to hold him off. Oh, the leader having problems there. Gathers it back up, but he's getting ready to lose the lead now. Back to Campbell. Campbell in the 15, Henson in the 3H, Smith in the 28, throw a blanket over the top 3. Back into 4th, the 22M of Wasserman. Then Joshua Deason in the 5D, running at your top 5. Oh, look at this. Oh. Car having issues into the infield. Top 5 remain unchanged. Gamble in the 7 in the 6th spot, followed by Swaggart in the 41S. Leader at the flag stand down the front straightaway. John Campbell now putting a little bit of distance over the second place of Henson. Smith still lurking 3rd in the 28, looking to the Joshua Deason in the 5D now starting to put a little pressure on Mallory Wasserman in the 22M back there battling out for that 4th and 5th spots. Now here comes Gamble in the 7. Leader working his way through 3, coming out of turn 4. We've got 12 laps in the books. Working lap 13 of 30. I can almost hear John Campbell starting to count that money. But he's got about a half race to go here. It ain't over until the checkered flag waves. Putting a couple more cars a lap down. That is our leader, John Campbell. Anthony Smith in the 28 not going away, still holding on to that 3rd spot, trying to run down Jason Henson in the 3H. Here comes Joshua Deason going around Mallory Wasserman to take over 4th. Wasserman back to 5th, Swaggart 6th in the 41S. Myrick in the 24 started dead last, is back up into 7th spot. Caution is out. John Campbell did not want to see that caution. The driver of the 15, our leader. All right, resetting the field. Campbell still up front. Henson in second. Smith in third. Deason now up into 4th spot. Mallory Wasserman back in the 22M, back to 5th. Swigert in the 41S in 6th. Myrick up to 7th. Carson Jones in 8th. Dwayne Dry in 9th, and Holtzcamper rounding out your top 10. All right, caution light's been turned off. 17 laps down. 13 to go. Top threes looked really strong so far, but a lot of things can change in 13 laps. Let's see what happens. They're going to be coming to the green. Oh, Wasserman picks up 2 spots there. Gets by Deason and Smith. Looks like the 28, Anthony Smith, having problems. Falls way back. The driver of the 28 was running third, falling all the way just about to the back. Wasserman back up into 3rd now, followed by Deason in the 5D 4th, Swigert in the 41S, rounding out your top 5. Campbell starting to look a little loose in that 15. I don't know if he's just pushing it a little harder or something's going on with the 15. Top 2 now is pulling a little bit away from Wasserman in the 22M. Henson in the 3H running second, now on the bottom at both ends of the racetrack. Henson starting to get a little loose there too in the 3H. Swigert in the 41S up to 4th. Jones in the 02 up to 5th. Myrick now up to 6th. Dry 7th. Holtzcamper 8th. Six laps remaining. 24 down, 6 to go. Leader going down the back chute. Five laps remaining. John Campbell can almost feel the money in his hands. Henson still in second, Wasserman in third, Swigert in the 41S fourth, Myrick up to fifth. The 24 started dead last after having issues early on, already up into the fifth spot. This next time around for the leader will have 2 laps to go. The leader, John Campbell, coming off turn 4. 2 laps remaining. Henson, Wasserman, Swigert, and Myrick, your top 5. There's your white flag right there. John Campbell is fixing to be $5,000 richer here in a half a lap. And coming out of turn 4, taking the win, John Campbell. Jason Henson running second, third, going to Mallory Watchman, Cody Swigert fourth, Tavin Myrick fifth, Carson Jones sixth, Dwayne Dry 7th, Holtzcamper 8th, Studham in 9th, and Ricky Foster running at your top 10. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the number 15, John Campbell. Caution lights out. They're going to be looking for the green. Metcalf and Smith, here we go. Stock car A feature. Ace J. Smith getting a good run off turn 2, taking the lead. Metcalf trying to hold on to second, but here comes Jimmy McGarrett. McGarrett looking to the inside in the 16 on the bottom. Back and forth is Justin Price in the 1P. A.J. Smith looking good so far in the 11S. Metcalf was looking on the outside there off turn 2. Here comes McGarrett. Jimmy McGarrett in the 16M back into that third spot. Justin Price fourth and Landon Price in fifth. Sixth is Corey Howe in the 73. Metcalf on the outside. Your new leader in the 17M, Jeff Metcalf, powers around A.J. Smith to take the lead. Looks like he's got that 17M dialed in. Top 3 starting to pull away a little bit from the rest of the field. The 73 of Corey Howe now looking to the inside of the 27 of Landon Price. Trying to get into that top 5. Howe still working on Landon Price for that 5th spot. Coming down the front straightaway. Battling out into that 2nd spot. Oh, A.J. Smith had an issue, gave way to the 16M. McGarrett. Jimmy McGarrett in the 16. Got a good hold onto that 2nd spot. Smith back to 3rd in the 11S. Out into the infield. Caution out. Oh my, A.J. Smith Coming down the back chute, does a 360 on into the infield. Was running in that third spot. This will move the 1P of Justin Price up into the third. Magera in the 16M in second. Trying to run down Jeff Metcalf in the 17M. A tough break for the 11S driver, A.J. Smith. Caution light has been turned down. Jeff Metcalf, Jimmy Magera, Justin Price, Landon Price, and Corey Howell, your top five. And we are coming to the checkered. Picking up the win, Jeff Metcalf. Magera running second. Justin Price running at the podium. But ladies and gentlemen, picking the stock car A feature, main event up. Give it up for Jeff Metcalf. Doing a fine job in the 17M. Driver out of Gentry, Arkansas, doing a good job. If you don't have a favorite driver, pick one and let's go. Oh, Brandon Anderson leads them down the back straightaway in the 2-car. Going to lead them around on the opening circuit, followed by the 22 of Blake Edwards. Riker Pace back in the third. Then Pendergrass in the 92 and Fred Maddox in the 26M. Brandon, that's your top five. Maddox now looking to the inside of Pendergrass. Cannot make the pass. Riker Pace in the 8R. Trying to reel in Blake Edwards in the 22C. Fred Maddox getting around Pendergrass. Pendergrass back to fifth. Maddox up to fourth. Kyle Clark and the number 9. Right behind Johnny Kent in the 55, then Emilio Hoover in the 9. Right behind Kyle Clark in the $9. Go farther back, then we got the 14R of Jake Nail. Anderson setting a quick pace here down the back straightaway, our leader in the 2. Riker Pace up into second, Blake Edwards back in the third, Maddox fourth, Casey Wills fifth. Leader going down the back straightaway, he's got her set up on the top shelf through 3 and 4. and running the high side down in 1 and 2. Got the hammer down on the 2. Driver out of Glenpool, Oklahoma. Normally runs the ASCS National Circuit. Coming in here to race winged sprint cars here at Arrowhead Speedway tonight. Riker Pace in the 8R as slowly creeping in, getting closer and closer. Leader getting held up in some lap cars. Slides way up off turn 2. A lap car coming in there. Riker Pace is on the leader. Working lap 14. Anderson, Pace, Edwards, Maddox, and Wills. But right now the race up front down the back straightaway, about a 2-car gap between first and second. Pace drops her down and almost gets the lead. Coming up to a bunch of lap cars. Which way to go? Leader goes to the bottom, Pace right behind him. Pace has been working the bottom. He's going to dive down low. Anderson up top, gets up way high, loses the lead to Pace. Riker Pace got about 3 lap cars in front of him. If he can get by those 3, he's got a little bit of a clear spot. Anderson now right behind the leader of Riker Pace. Riker Pace, whoa! Get held up by a lap car. We got a new leader again. Working lap 20. We got 5 laps remaining. Pace running the bottom, down in 3 and 4. Anderson up high. Pace now goes right behind him up on the hop shelf. In 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Pace dropping down. Oh, almost a new leader that time around. Once again, some lap cars coming into play. This next time around, we got 2 laps. 2 laps remaining. Kent up into 4th spot. Maddox 5th. Hoover 6th. White flag will be out this time around. Pace now up front, slides up in front of the leader, crossing back over is Anderson. Going into 3. Who's it going to be? Oh, they come in contact. We got one up into the wall. Riker Pace up upside down. Taking a hard hit coming off turn 4. Oh, my. Track workers over there checking on the driver. Together, so that'll mean 1 lap to go. Here we go. Right now the race is for second. Coming off turn 4, Blake Edwards, Johnny Kent, Fred Maddox. Running 5th, the 31 of Casey Wills. 4th going to Jake Nail in the 14R. Fred Maddox in the 26M. Running 3rd, Johnny Kent coming home 2nd. But picking up the win, give him a round of applause, the 22C, that is Blake Edwards. They come to the green. First two rows side by side on the opening circuit. Cantwell now has got a little bit of a lead here over Hamilton. And Travis Johnson now coming into the mix in the 86J up into that third spot. Levi Lowe back into fourth. Leader settling in here, Dylan Cantwell in the 19. Got him a good pace going here down the front straightaway. Cole Hamilton in the 2X holding on to second spot, running the high side. The 127, Levi Lowe, he's running the bottom at both ends of the track. And then here comes Travis Johnson in the 86J. He's working the top shelf too. Levi Lowe getting ever so close. Whoa! Into the infield. Levi Lowe dropped him 3 spots now in the 127. Leader coming out of turn 4, getting in some lap cars. Cole Hamilton back in the second spot. Travis Johnson, 86J in third. Colton Skiles in the 7S fourth. Levi Lowe, who had been running second all the way back to fifth. This time by 5 laps remaining for Dylan Cantwell. Dylan's getting in some heavier lap cars here. Laps are starting to wind down. Cole Hamilton within a car length away from the leader. Oh, we got one spinning around in turn 2. Bringing out our first caution here in our Meriflex 360 Modified A main. I believe that is B19 Brianna Mattingly. Looped around there off turn number 2. Dylan Cantwell resetting the field. Dylan Cantwell up in front in the 19. Cole Hamilton in the 2X. Travis Johnson in the 86J in third. Colton Skiles fourth in the 7S. And rounding out your top 5, the 127 Levi Lowe. Then Hal Payne, Holtz Hamper, Owen, Honeycutt, and Harper. Rounding out your top 10. 13 down, 3 to go. Caution light has been turned down. We have 3 laps to go. 13 down. Cantwell, Hamilton, Johnson, Skiles, Lowe. Your top 5. Who's it going to be? Back underway. Look at this, folks. Travis Johnson. White flag out. Johnson was the leader at the line. Let's see what happens. Crossing back over. Who's it going to be? We got 2 turns. Slider. Crossing back over. Johnson picking up the win. Travis Johnson, Cantwell, Lowe, Hamilton, Halpane. What a change of events. The top 5 scattered it up. Running 5th, Aaron Halpane. Cole Hamilton 4th. Levi Lowe 3rd. Dylan Cantwell 2nd. But ladies and gentlemen, as they come to the green. If you couldn't make it out to the track tonight, if you're watching us live on AeroVision Live, we want to thank you for tuning in. Always catch the racing action out here. If you can't make it to the track, catch it on Aero Live. AeroVision Live. All right, we're going to try it the second time here. Martin on the pole, setting the pace. Here we go. Alan Owen Jr. in the 79 looking inside of the 4. Takes that second spot. Thrash on the 3rd spot with Kenneth Borland in the 48 now. Oh, we got an issue down in turns 1 and 2. Couple cars there involved. Looks like the 22C stock A feature. Mark Martin content to stud on the bottom going into 1 and 2, but he getting some pressure by Alan Owen Jr. on this restart, and here comes caution out. 48 of Kenneth Borland was coming on strong there before the caution. Earlier tonight, Mark Martin in that 2D and Alan Owen Jr. in that 79 looked really strong in their heat races. Doing a little body work down here on the 07S. Down here off turn 4. I'm not sure exactly what he gets paid down there to do the body work on the 7S, but any other time those body panels sometimes just seem to fall off, but they're having problems with this. Well, let's see. We called in reinforcements. Nope, that didn't work. Well, let's see if we got anything else in the toolbox. Yeah, let's see. There we go. Give them a round of applause, folks. Doing a fine job out there. Back underway. Caution out once again. Got debris over there in turn number 3. Gosh, after this race, we'll be able to almost put a car together. Mark Martin going to be bringing them off 4. Here we go. Alan Owen Jr. taking her all the way to the top shelf. Kenneth Borland there riding about the middle groove in the 48, making a strong run here to the front. Tyler Chambers in the T13 holding on to 4th spot. Thrash in the 4, rounding out your top 5 at this point. So far, it looks like the 2D of Mark Martin is the car to beat. Content to run there on the bottom, both ends of the racetrack. Now Alan Owen Jr. working a little bit lower. He was running up on the high side. Dropped it down a little bit, and he's starting to close in on the leader by doing so. We are right on the rear bumper of the leader, Alan Owen Jr. Got a couple of cars going slow there on the back straightaway. Caution out. Eight laps remaining. Pure Stock A, Mark Martin. I believe he's led every single green flag lap. Here we go. Tyler Chambers in that T13 trying to get into the mix. Kevin Borland in the 48 said, "No way, you're not coming in underneath me." Look at this, race fans. On the outside, the 79, Alan Owen Jr. Got a couple cars into the infield. We got a race going on right now up front. Side by side off turn 4. Owen on the outside. Martin on the bottom. Once again off turn 4, side by side at the line. Getting a good run off turn 2, the 79. Alan Owen Jr., your leader. Mark Martin in second. Borland in third. Chambers fourth, Thrash fifth. Got another car in the infield. That's the double aught of James Adams. Brings it back on the track. Loses quite a few spots. Right now the race is up front. The top 3 as the laps are winding down. Owen, Martin, and Borland. Oh my. Mark Martin decided to dip into the infield and back out, losing a spot to Borland. Borland now in second in the 48. Martin back to third. I believe we're looking for the white flag. One more time around. Two turns to go. And there you have it, the 79. Alan Owen Jr., Borland running second. Martin third. What a race for our Pure Stocks. Give it up for your Pure Stock A-Main winner, Alan Owen Jr. Mike Thrash doing a 360. Kepler going. Now having issues with the 115 of Cody Ramsey. Caution out for the 115 of Cody Ramsey. Doesn't look like Cody's going to be able to compete in this feature event. Tough break for the 115 Cody Ramsey. Caution lights out. We'll go with these 5. Here we go. Muhlenberg in the 107 out in front. Williams in the 27. And then the Jack Owens in the 357 in your top 3. But a caution comes out once again. I'm not sure, but I think we've had more cautions than we've had laps. Had more debris down there in between 1 and 2. Caution lights off. Back underway again here at Arrowhead Speedway, Midwest Modifieds. After this race, we've got the Interceptors, the 38 Special. 38-lap feature event for Interceptors after our Midwest Modifieds finish up here. Eli Muhlenberg still out in front, being contested by the 27 of Terry Williams. Top 2's got about a half a straightaway lead on the 3rd place car. And that is Jack Owens. But look here, Terry Williams trying to get underneath the leader as they come off turn 4. Can't quite make that pass yet. Got a good run off turn 2 off the bottom. Williams now your leader in the 27. Top two's got about a full straightaway lead over the third place car of Jack Owens. There's your white flag. 2 more turns for the 27. And there you have it. Coming off turn 4, taking the checkered flag, Terry Williams. Muhlenberg running second. Third going to Jack Owens. And round out the field, Mike Thrash. But once again, give it up for the 27 of Terry Williams, picking up the A-Main win. Midwest Modifieds. Ricky Allen and Ricky Bledsaw. Underway once again. Let's see if we can get a lap in. All right, we got a lap in. Oh, the 20. I believe that's the 20 RB Ricky Bledsaw coming to a stop down there in turn 2. Was up somewhere around the top 5 there. 5th, 6th spot. Want to remind everybody, next Saturday night, be sure to plan to be here. The 3rd annual All-American Outlaw Mods will be making their final point race. We'll also have B-Mod, stock cars, dwarf cars, and the Oil Capital Racing Series sprint cars will be in the house. So be sure to join us next Saturday night. All right, looks like once again caution light has been turned down. And back underway, Avea. Just Trash in the 6-7 starting to make a move here. Up into that top 5, up into 4th spot. Ricky Allen now looking to the inside of C.J. Phillips. Can't quite make the pass there. A little farther back, 8C Justin Pryor. Look at get inside of Hank Owens there. Owens comes right back at him for that 5th spot. Keep your eyes on the 81, had to start at the back. Keep your eyes on him. He's up into the 17th spot. Got quite a few cars right there in front of him if he can Gotten by a couple more right there. 3 abreast going down the front chute into turn 1. Robert Ladke in the 81. Had to go to tailback and trying to make his way back up to the front. Caution out. We got one off turn 2. Avea leads them off. Here we go. C.J. Phillips looking to the outside of the leader in 3 and 4. And Ricky Allen in the 35 all over Phillips. Caution out. We got 2 doing it. Once again back underway. Avea. Oh, we got one sliding on into the infield off the back straightaway. Going to come right back out, but he loses a lot of spots. C.J. Phillips working a little higher now on the racetrack. .34, Billy Wishard into the infield. Caution out once again. We got one there in turn 3, not off far enough off the racetrack there. I believe that is the 304 Braden Sellers. Then he won a Robert Lantke. If we're keeping up with him, he's up into 8th spot from the back. So in 13 laps, he's got up to 8. Working lap number 13. Once again, we are going green. Oh, 3 abreast coming off 4. Woo! Slicing and dicing. Ladke gets by 2 more. Up into that 6th spot in the 81. And look at this in turns 3 coming out of turn 4. The 35 of Ricky Allen looking to the inside of C.J. Phillips for that 2nd spot. Allen and Phillips battling it out for that second spot as they come off 4. And coming more closer to the front is the 81 of Ladke. Ladke looking to the inside of the 23 of Hank Owens, picks up that spot. He's now in the top 5. Avea starting to stretch his lead out just a little bit over the rest of the field. Allen still holding on to second, the 35, Phillips in the 31 third. But caution out once again. All right, here we go. The 38 special, we're looking for the winner. Kobe Connor in the 66, I believe, just pulled into the infield. Look at this up front. Ricky Allen looking to the outside of our leader. Off turn 4. Pulling oh so close. Coming off turn 2. Does he get a good enough run? Not quite. Let's see off turn 4. Avea on the bottom. Allen on the high side. C.J. Phillips in the 31 in 3rd. Thrash in 4th, and Robert Ladke finding a little bit tougher now, getting into that top 5, trying to pick them off. Avea once again now pulled away a little bit from Ricky Allen. Caution out, we got a car down here on the front infield here. I believe we're going to try to change a tire here if I'm not mistaken. He sure is working that jack. That wore me out. The 34 is also going to get a little love on his car. Now make sure you all put the right tire pressure in those. I mean, we got 3,800 on the line here, so. Yeah, Robert Ladke, I think, is finding it a little bit tougher with these 4 cars in front of him. They're not quite as cooperating as the other cars from the back to the front where he's at right now, but we'll see how he fares. Quite an accomplishment, though, from coming from the back up to 5th. Working lap 24. Caution light has been turned off one more time. Who's going to be the lucky driver to take home that 3,800? Well, we'll find out here in 14 more laps. Oh, look at the top 5. Getting a little dicey up front. Here comes Lackey on the outside. He's found new life. Up to 4th, up to 3rd. Robert Lackey in the 81. My gosh, look into the inside of Ricky Allen. Can't quite make it. He's made it to the podium so far. Let's see what happens next. I think he's found new life in that 81. Next time by, we'll have 10 laps remaining. Next time by, 10 laps to go. Lackey looking to the outside of Ricky Allen, going down the front chute into turn 1. Can't quite make it. Off turn 2, now down the back chute. Into turn 3. Oh, gonna try to cross back underneath him off 4. We've got 2nd now, Robert Lackey. Well, I can say one thing, the 81's passed more cars on this racetrack tonight than any other driver. Avea, Lackey, Allen, Thrash, Phillips, Owens, Myrick, Ryan Phillips, Benjamin Haddock in 9th, Darrell Riddick in 10th, laps are winding down. We're working lap 32 now, but don't look now. Our buddy Robert Lackey in the 81 getting a little bit closer. Look at this, folks. On the outside, down the back straightaway. Robert Lackey gonna try to cross underneath him. Watch this, out of turn 4. There you go, we got a new leader. Robert Lackey from the back. Avea trying to hold on, pulls back out in front. We're coming up to a few more cars in front. Working lap 35. We've got 3 to go. I believe some of these lap cars are going to come into play. Oh my, if you're not on the edge of your seat, you're missing out on something. Avea, Lackey, Allen, Thrash, and Phillips. But here we go. White flag out. One more time around for the 3800. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? 81 looks to the inside, down the back straightaway. Oh my, can't quite make it. Oh no, look at that. Your checkered flag out for the 7. William Avea. Robert Lackey in 81 doing a fine job running 2nd. Ricky Allen 3rd. Thrash 4th. Phillips 5th. But ladies and gentlemen, the 38 special. What a race. What a race, folks. Give it up for William Avea picking up the win.